Hello, my name's Phil, and guess what? Human cloning's real. Yep, REM-face cloning is real, and every time I go to sleep now, they're messing with me. Put me in scenarios usually, it's like a movie, I think it's real, and I just run around while they're probably laughing at me. Uh, doing this video on behalf of Donald Marshall. He needs help. He's in a much worse situation than I am. What he has to deal with, he's been tortured, harassed. They take his ideas. All he's trying to do is tell people. He's not trying to get fame. He's not trying to make money off you. He just wants you to know. And if you don't start sharing information and telling people, it's going to be too late. People have to know this. Look, I know it's embarrassing to try to tell people this. They think you're crazy. But you got to do it. I don't know what to say. Aliens, they're real. Parasiting people. Illuminati, NWO, Cabal, whatever you want to call them. Microchipping people. Taking their bodies. It's real. He's put out all the information. He needs help. He can't deal with it anymore. People think he's satire or it's some sort of entertainment. It's not entertainment. He's so disgusted with at this point that he just can't believe it. All he's trying to do is inform people, and they just brushed it off like it's nothing. No one else is going to tell you this stuff. They're too scared. Politicians, celebrities, musicians, they're not going to say anything. It's going to have to be the regular people, just normal people, sharing information. It's going to have to go viral. Something of his is going to have to go viral. I don't care if it's me or what, it doesn't matter. You just have got to share information more. I mean, think about it. What if your parents sold you into this? Or your brother, sister, husband, your wife sold you into this for money and benefits. It's global. This is just so horrible, but it's real. I know it's hard to think about it and accept it, but you have to. There's no way that anyone with any fame or notoriety is going to come out about this. They will be killed, or they will be tortured over and over, put in a clone, tortured to death, put in the next clone, tortured to death, and continue. It's going to have to be normal people. I don't care if you do it anonymously, just share information. This has to be done. They're getting ready to bring the cold polar vortex down through Alaska, through the United States, and freeze everyone in their homes or whatever, and they're going to be frozen in there while they're being hit with HAARP constantly and agitated, and I don't know what's going to happen, but Donald Marshall's information has to go viral. It has to. This has got to stop. Not for me, for him. He's really the best human being I've ever met, and without him I wouldn't even know about this. We have got to do something to help him here. This is the most important thing in history right now. I don't know what to say at this point. It's almost 6 in the morning, and I want to go to sleep. I'm not joking. Just please share information. I know it's embarrassing. You don't want people to think you're nuts or whatever, but you might be surprised. People's reaction. People are going to say bad things, but might be surprised how many people message you and say they believe you and they know what's going on. I was surprised myself. It just has to be done. This information has to be shared. And that's all I can say. Thank you. Hi. My name is Chuppa, and I'm going to talk about cloning, REM phase cloning, and the history of it, and how it pertains to me. Cloning started in at least 1945s in Nazi Germany, and when the Americans, British, and Russians went into Germany at the end of World War II, all the countries got a piece of the technology. Now, there are 2 different types of cloning processes and 4 different types of clones that are known about so far. The 2 processes are replication cloning, grown up from a baby up, and duplication cloning, just a fully formed double of you. And the 4 types of clones are Mark I clones called organic robotoids. It's a terrible name because there's no robot parts to it. It's just a name. It's just a name for the Mark I original type of clones. They're not even used anymore. And a lot of the Nazis that were executed and hanged after the Nuremberg trials were Mark I organic robotoid clones. And a lot of them escaped. Not all, but many of the ones hanged were Mark I clones. Mark II clones are REM-driven clones, meaning REM, rapid eye movement phase of sleep, meaning they take your consciousness while you sleep, and when you enter REM phase in an hour and a half to 2 hours, and they put your consciousness or mind into a clone in the cloning center. And there's no way to block this I know of, aside from maybe a Faraday cage. But this is what's happening to me, and it's every night pretty much, and it's not a dream. I know what you're thinking, but it's way too real. I dream about things I've never seen before or thought about. The Mark III and IV clones are, I don't know much about, but they are the newest and most advanced. Now, REM phase cloning, where they take your mind, put it in a clone of you or something else. They can take it and put it into an animal. They can put it into a different person, a younger version of you, a robot. They can do a lot of weird, sick things, whatever they want to do. Now, a lot of these people that this happens to are memory suppressed. They're drugged. Inside the clone is a drug dispenser that dispenses heroin, which makes it fuzzy and make you think it's a dream. Also, they use MK Ultra video and audio effects, which is like a live CGI right in front of your face. They can make you see anything they want. And at the cloning center, and it's how the Illuminati control people. It's why no one talks, because everyone has to sleep. Everyone, whether they dream or remember their dreams or not, everyone needs that REM phase of sleep. You can set your alarm for the middle of the night, wake up a couple times, but after 7 days you'll become sick and you'll die after that, because human beings need that REM phase sleep. And when you're in a clone, you do get that REM phase sleep. If they put your mind to a clone, your body, the original body, still gets the sleep. Now, the clones, the way they clone people, all they need is their blood anymore. They own the Red Cross. They used to need tissue that was high in stem cells and stuff, but now they do not. All they need is your blood. And if you've ever donated blood, or if you've ever had surgery, dental surgery, or anything, they probably have your DNA on file. And it's really global. They can, if they want you, they can get you. They can send you there at night. And my family is, there's Freemasons in my family. So I've probably been there a long time, but now I go to the cloning center, the same one they send me to that Donald Marshall is at, because they've seen us talking. And the cloning center is, the one time I've seen it without being shown fake visuals was, I remember sitting in the stands and looking at a very large widescreen, like extremely huge, in a kind of a circular seating, a stadium seating arrangement. And there was something on, I can't remember what was on the screen, but I remember turning to my left and seeing Michael J. Fox. And it was odd because he had a very strange, parted over sideways, a long haircut, which is not his normal cut, which is typical of clones, because when you come out of the cloning tube, I guess your hair is just extremely grown. It just keeps growing. And when they're there, I guess they just part it how they can to deal with it. They usually put me in the MK Ultra scenarios, drug me, and it's usually like a horror movie, running from something or trying to fight something. It's pretty much a terror scenario, and they're probably sitting watching in the stands for entertainment.